Today I'm out shooting with the new DJI Mavic Air 2S. In fact, I'm looking at it right now and this is the controller. Got Sean on camera today who's going to be detailing exactly what we do with the drone. So we're going to have a fly and show you just what this is capable of. The big difference between the Air 2S, which is you, and the Air 2 is the camera. The Air 2S has now a 1-inch sensor, so we should see some really fantastic images and video come out of this drone. I've just updated our home point here, just so that if anything goes wrong or you lose connection, the drone will come back to this home point and land, so it's a really good safety feature. Also, just so everyone knows, this is a friend of mine's farm, so we're in a safe location. We've got permission to film here, so we're all good. This can shoot in some really impressive video resolutions. Now I'm going to start off here by taking a shot in 1080 in 25p, so you can just get an idea of what that looks like. It is a bit of a grey day, so sorry about that. So we've got 1080. We can then move up. It does do 2.7K, I'm just gonna skip that. We're gonna go straight to 4K. Now you can shoot 4K 25, but you can actually take it up to 50p, which is really nice. So, and I am shooting in D-Log color profile as well, just to give us a bit more, because it's a very white, gray, rubbish sky today. So there we got 4K 50p, and then this is where it gets impressive. We can knock it up to 5.4K 25p, or if you're shooting NTSC, obviously it does the 60p in 4K and 30p in 5.4K, but we're in the UK, so it's 25p, and we'll get some video of that. Now from what I can see, there is a crop in 5.4K. As you can see, it is a little bit windy here today, so apologies if you're noticing that in the footage, but actually it looks like the gimbal's doing a pretty good job of keeping it central. Sport mode in the Air 2S is really, really impressive. So I'm just going to show you it. We're in sport mode now, and I'm going to launch you away from me. Go. There's some speed. To show off the image quality, I'm going to take this baby up because there is not much going on in terms of light, so we're going to look down. But remember, when you're flying in the UK, you can only go up to a maximum of 120 meters. Now I'm going to point the camera directly downwards. So we've got a really nice bit of road coming through the middle there, that's just behind us. And I'm going to take a couple of images with the nice 1-inch sensor, 20 megapixels. Very nice. This drone, like some of the other Mavics we've seen, does have a lot of cool properties that you can use to make creative things happen. So one of the things I like on this is that in the stills picture mode, you have things like panoramas that you can create in the air. So we've just had a low battery warning from the drone, and now it is heading back to our home location automatically, and it's going to land itself. Safely landed. And we have 0 seconds of battery left, so that was good timing, wasn't it? Well done. Although the Air 2S does have a micro SD slot, I today have been using the internal memory just to see how I got on. It's got 8 gigabytes of internal memory, which I love, because the worst thing ever is forgetting a card. I'm pretty sure everyone has done it, so it's great to know that you can still get footage. Now, I filled up the internal storage now, so I'm just going to transfer over to the computer. There's a USB-C input in the side. We simply turn on the drone by doing one touch and then holding it, and they do this little like, ooh, thing. Then it will come up on I've plugged it into a Mac and I've not had any problems with that. I'm sure it'll be the same for Windows. It pops up, there we go. I can go, shh, no, we're filming. Then we can go into the DCIM, into the media, and we can just control, copy everything. It's all in the same folder. So you can just pop it in, start it copying over. And it's pretty quick actually. So that's 7.6 gig and it reckons 2 minutes. So I'm pretty happy with that. So here I have the DJI Mavic Air 2S Fly More bundle. So that comes with a few different things. You get some extra rotor blades, you get 3 batteries, you get some filters. I haven't bought all that with today because I didn't need it, but I just want to show you the case it comes in. It's really neat. I had the original Mavic and the case was so tight fitting, it was a nightmare. You felt like you were breaking things every time you put it in. This isn't like that at all. In fact, I've got room to have a little pad of my phone in the front as well, which is really nice. So I'm just going to open this up and show you how easy this is to set up. So inside we have the Air 2S here. So that's really, really nice and simple. There's even a little cutout of foam so that the gimbal fits in neatly and holds it in place, which is great. I'll quickly open that up. Try not to rip all the rotors to pieces. So get that open. It's just the normal standard, what you'd expect. And you can also leave, I'm going to leave that on for now because we're not flying straight away, but normally you would take that gimbal protection off as well. So there's the drone. Now, very easy to fit the battery, literally pop it in. There's 2 buttons there that you can push to take out if you need to. We also have the controller. Really like this controller design, very nice to use. It's actually on as well. Make sure that's off. And then underneath we have the joysticks. That was another problem with some of the older drones. So if you do have one of the older DJI drones, it now comes like this, so you don't have to worry about ripping off your joysticks. They just slot in there and you screw them in. Really comfortable design, and your phone mount is built in. You can even hide away your USB cable that you plug into your phone as well. And it does come with a lightning connector, USB-C, and I think there's a micro in there as well. So there's your controller. Now you can keep, there's a little space to keep your spare batteries in here. I've already used one today, one's in the camera, and this is my 3rd battery. We have a little zip case here, so if you bring some extra micro SD cards or maybe your extra rotors, they can pop in there. I've also got an extra little space just here, and I've used that for the filters. Now I'm strangely like this, it's really nice. It's just a plasticky little case, but when you open it up, oh, it's just really pleasing, and that's where the filters are. So we've got an ND 4, 8, 16 and 32, and they just pop out and you can pop them on the front of your gimbal there. So it means you can have a little bit more control over your exposure, because with the Air 2S you aren't capable in the video mode of changing aperture. So obviously with video you have to sort of work with certain shutter speeds, so that only leaves you ISO to change your exposure. So having those NDs means you can just have a little bit more control when you're getting a bit more creative with video, which is great. So everything you need fits really nicely into this little bag, and if you wanted to, you could probably fit, you know, a very small bottle of water, phone, notepad in there as well. Pop that to the side and show you how easy this is to set up. Now we've got our controller here, got my phone. I'm just gonna slip that into place. I would suggest, depending on your phone design, unlocking it first, because on mine, this covers up my on button, which is really annoying. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna open up the DJI Fly app, which is the one you use with this. So I'll slot it in, which is super easy. In fact, I'll take out that USB cable first, just to make my life easier. Slot the phone in, like that. Make sure it's nice and tight, and then USB cable in the end. Now my app's open, so I'm ready to go. So here I'm going to turn the controller on, and I'm going to turn the drone on. It's one press and then you hold, just like most of the DJI stuff. If I move this bag out the way, my app is open, that's connected. I'm going to put this on the floor, make sure we're not in a restricted zone. Obviously I've already done all of my checks and everything, and then we can take off. Simple as that. So myself and Droney McDroneface want to now test the collision avoidance. We're going to head towards Sean, and I'm not going to brake. I do have his permission, obviously, and I am in full control, but I am going to move it towards Sean and see if it automatically brakes. Now you can set what you would like it to do in the menu. You can set it to either brake or you can set it to go around. Now I've set it to brake because I think that's a bit safer. So I'm in normal mode. I'm going to head towards Sean now and see what happens. Ready, Droney? Let's do this. So there you go, I'm not doing anything now. In fact, I'm pressing full forwards and it will not let me go forwards. And actually, if I bring it back towards me, let's make sure the back ones work. Yeah, it won't let me get any closer to me either. So that's really good to know. Now I'm gonna come from a bit further back this time and just see if I have to get right out of the way and just see if at a bit more speed it avoids Sean. So let's build it up a little bit. And we'll record as well, just so I can get his face. No, won't go any closer. So that collision avoidance does work really, really well. Now there are some pre-defined types of movement shots in this app, so it makes it really easy to get some really cool footage. This one that I'm doing now is called the Droney. It focuses in on you and then it flies up at an angle away from you. You can set the distance so it's not just going to disappear forever, and you can press the X to stop it at any time too. So I'm going to press the Droney right now. You just press start and it gives you a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then off it goes. Wave and smile. Oh wait, it's smile and wave, isn't it? The next one is called Rocket. It goes to you and then it zooms off into the air. Again, you can set the altitude, of course. So I press start, you get a 3-second countdown so you can put your controller out of the way if you wanted to. And again, off it goes. And then you can all artistly like walk away and pretend you're, whilst always keep an eye on your drone, of course. Now there are 2 more of these. There are Circle and Spiral. Circle, you're in the middle and it goes around you at a predefined distance. Spiral, it does basically the same thing, but it moves up and out as it does that, just gets further and further away from you, very cinematic. The Air 2S also has something called Master Shots. When you click on Master Shots, the drone will create a range of shots for you and pop them into a little video. So as an example, if I was in my big Jeep on an Icelandic beach and there was no one around and it was sunset, I could click Master Shots and it would go around me and it would spiral and it would droney out and come up and down and do different things and get some really nice shots and then edit a little sequence together for me. So Master Shots is pretty cool, and if you're someone who posts a lot to social media, when you're traveling or you're showing off what you're doing, whatever that may be, then Master Shots could be something that's really easy and nice and quick for you to use. Hey, didn't that go well? I only just thought of it as well, I didn't even plan it.
If the DJI Mavic Air 2S seems like something you might be interested in, then you can find out more on our website right now. Just click the link for the product page in the description below and it will take you to loads more information, and you can even place an order if it's for you. If you'd like to ask us a question, then make sure to put a comment below and we'll try our best to get back to you with all the information that we have currently on the DJI Mavic Air 2S. For now, a big thank you for watching, and I hope you join us again soon for some more videos from Wex Photo Video.